Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. So we have completed our first chapter from the text Beehive. That's the fun they had. And I had sent the question answers in the WhatsApp group. Did you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So you have more than enough time. Take this whole week to complete your notes. Okay. By next Tuesday, I want your notes to be ready. Is that okay? Yes. So do not give any excuses when I check your notes. Okay, your notes should be well written, neatly written on the rule sheets, and it should be filed by next Monday. Is that clear? Yes. Then regarding the same chapter, I had given you homework also. That is the questions from 1 to 7. Very, very short answer question that you can write it by yourself. Okay. So read the text and find out the answer and include that also in your notes. If you do not have rule sheets given from the school, you can use long rule sheets. Okay. Without the label of the school. That is also okay.
Ma'am, I am using notebooks.
Notebook should be used for writing the homework question answers. But you have to have the file and you have to keep the notes in the file itself when you bring it for submission. Your notes will be checked. And along with the notes, your written activity should also be filed. I mean, the biography of the author, Isaac Asimov. Is that clear?
Ma'am, but
Children, you may have the previous year's file. You can use that file. Okay. Just make a slight correction with regard to your class and section. That's all.
ma'am,
Advait, yes, Abraham.
ma'am, but Anju ma'am said no papers, no use of papers.
Why is it so? We did not get any common instruction.
I asked, she said like that.
I'm not sure about it. I have to check it with the school authorities. Okay.
Ma'am, I don't have file.
Normally, we write the notes in the rule sheets given from the school. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, with regard to literature, you do follow the same. In case if there is any change, I'll let you know. Hope it is clear.
Ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Kira.
Ma'am, for the that by English assignment, we need to give picture, photo.
Biography. Yes, if you can include the photo, that will be better. Okay. Then another thing that I wanted to tell you is about your seminar. As we have completed one chapter, I will be assigning 3 or 4 from the class to do the seminar in connection with our chapter, the fun they had. Okay. So very soon I'll be sending the seminar topics along with the student's name. So you need not worry. For that also, you will be getting enough time because tomorrow, day after tomorrow and all, you're not having any of my classes. Next class comes on Monday, right? Yes. So Monday and Tuesday, these are the only days when you have literature period. So all these days, make use of the time and do prepare well. I'll be shortly sending you the seminar topics along with the student's name. Is that clear? So when you make the seminar preparation, remember you will be awarded marks for it. So you have to prepare accordingly. Take it with full seriousness. You're not a small kid. You are in the high school. You are grown up. So accordingly, make a thorough research on the topic that you get. Try to include as many details as possible. But one thing I wanted to specify is that just do write whatever you have understood. Even if you're copying down a single word from the internet, you should know the meaning. Okay, you should understand the concept. You have to be clear with the sentence that you are noting into your seminar. Is that clear? Yes. Another thing comes in the form of assignment. As I told you, you have another text that is a supplementary reader, Moments. Okay, the small text. It is comprised of stories only. And we will be covering 5 stories from Moments. Okay, just 5 stories. So the first one is titled The Lost Child. That comes as an assignment for you. Okay, assignment, The Lost Child. Take out your textbook, Moments. It comes as an assignment. You have to read through the chapter in detail. Of course, you will come across many unfamiliar words. Make a note of the unfamiliar words. Do check it in the dictionary or in the Google and find out the meaning of it. And you have to prepare a short summary of the story. Is that clear? That is going to be your first assignment. Writing biography was a written activity, and this is going to be a first assignment. Read the chapter, The Lost Child, in detail. Mark the unfamiliar words, whichever words you are not familiar with. It's up to you. Sometimes it varies with the student. Sometimes one of you may get 10 unknown words, the other may be getting 5 unknown words. It's up to you. Whichever words you are not familiar with, make a note of it and write the meaning of it along with its summary. Is that clear?
Chapter 1, right?
Yes, chapter 1, The Lost Child. Written by Mulk Rajanand. Okay, and you also have to make a short note about the author of the story, Mulk Rajanand. Is that clear? So this should come, yes, I'll tell you. This should come in the form of a PPT presentation, and you have to send it to my mail ID. I'm telling it to you in advance. I'll give you enough time. You need not worry about it. Okay, I haven't fixed the date, but as of now, I'm just telling you in advance. These are the works that you have to be ready with. So very soon we will be starting with our seminar. Okay, your notes should be completed by next Monday, and the PPT presentation, I'll give you the date later. But just start reading the story. Is that clear? PPT presentation means PowerPoint presentation. So,
can you also send the mail ID?
Yes, sure. I'll send you the mail ID. Okay. I'll send you the mail ID in the group. Yes.
Seminar also in PPT.
Seminar, of course. Seminar also you can present it in the form of PPT. That we'll do it in the class. Okay. But this assignment should come to me personally, which means each one of you should be ready with your assignment. Okay. Seminar presentation means in connection with a particular chapter, I will be selecting few of you. Okay. Maybe in the alphabetical order. Most probably it will go in the alphabetical order, or there will be some variation. But as soon as you find your name along with the topic attached, you start preparation. Is that clear? Okay. So first chapter from Moments is an assignment for you. You start reading it. And yes.
Ma'am, can you repeat the assignment once again?
Assignment is the first chapter, The Lost Child, from the text Moments. I will not get any extra time to discuss with you. That's why I'm telling it in the beginning of the class itself. If I keep it for the end, maybe we will be running out of time. So any doubts regarding the notes, seminar, assignment? Yes?
And then you are told to collect the words which are familiar towards us.
Unfamiliar words. Yes.
And should we also note those words in the PPT presentation?
Yes, of course. You have to note those words in the PPT presentation. Okay. So when it comes to PPT presentation of the assignment, children, make a note of it. A short note about the author, Mulk Rajanand. Okay, you should be able to know who is Mulk Rajanand, to which literary age he belongs, which are his famous works, what are the stories that he has written. Okay, so whatever the main points that comes under this author, you have to make a short note. Then the word meanings, whichever word meanings that you are unfamiliar with, you have to put it in your presentation. Do not skip. You will find number of words which you are not familiar with. So do not skip, do not pick out random words. I may ask you questions. So you have to be thorough with the word meanings. Then the third point is a brief summary of the story. Summary of the story. Okay. And the fourth one is the theme of the story. Why are we learning, or what, after completely reading the story, what have you learned from the story? Okay. So this is going to help how you understand a particular chapter. We will be able to assess you in connection with the reading skill. Is it
Ma'am,
clear?
So we have to write about the author, then the
Yeah.
summary, meaning, and the moral, right?
Yes, moral or theme. Theme. We are sticking onto the theme, not the moral, but mainly theme. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes,
how
and
should we do
include pictures as possible. Okay. Do check it in the internet. You will get many pictures in connection with the chapter. Include that too.
should we write down the unfamiliar words?
Yes, that's what I told. You have to include it in your PowerPoint presentation. Unfamiliar words. Any more doubts? Hmm?
How
Is it
much
clear?
slides?
How many slides? Maximum 8 to 10. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Any more clarification needed? Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Ma'am.
So let's get started with another chapter. Ready? Yes. Okay. So any guess which chapter are we going to learn today? Hmm?
Ma'am, the road not taken.
The road not taken. Yes. Any other guess? Nandana? Huh? Just like a kid, you're showing action. Yes. I think Lakshmi CV responded to my question. Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We are going to deal with a poem today, The Road Not Taken. Keep your books closed, all of you. The Road Not Taken. Do you know who is the poet? Who is the poet?
Robert Frost.
Yes, Robert Frost. All right. So before we start with our poem, let's know more about Robert Frost. Have you learned any poems by Robert Frost before?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes. Do you remember the title?
I don't remember the title.
And snow and
Oh, snow and all. Snow is there.
Ma'am,
Then-
one night,
Ah.
a man with a
Yes,
horse.
man is
was-
there.
Then
And
he
listener.
goes to a,
Mm.
not listening. Ma'am, he goes to a forest-like area. Then
and
Okay.
there was food.
was the
and-
owner.
Vague memories are there here and there.
Oh, ma'am, with a sledge and
Okay. Who taught you that poem? Do you remember? Huh?
You.
Anubhav. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Sure.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes. I'm the only one who taught the poem. When was it?
Seven.
Yes. When you were in 7th grade, we learned a beautiful poem written by Robert Frost, and the poem was titled
Stopping by the woods snowing.
Very good, Nivedya. Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. Yes, that was a beautiful poem written by Robert Frost. So I think I need not tell you much about Robert Frost. Tell me what else you remember about Robert Frost. What is his full name? What is the full name of Robert Frost? My goodness, none of my students remember. Robert Lee Frost. There is a middle name, Robert Lee Frost. To which nation he belongs? Is he a British writer? Is he an Irish writer?
British writer.
Is he a Russian writer? No, he is an American writer.
American writer.
Yes. Okay. So his nationality is America. Then what else you know about him? What types of poems does he write? or he is classified under a particular category. Do you know which is that? Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. That poem is all about a lot of images, is it not? We get to imagine a lot of things when we read through the line. A snowy evening, you can find a traveler along with his horse, and the traveler is stopping at some point to enjoy the beauty of what?
Forest.
Of what?
The woods and forest.
The
Enjoy
night.
the beauty of
Night.
woods covered with snow.
No.
So woods, trees, plants, all these comes under?
Nature.
Yes,
Nature.
nature, exactly, nature. So he is known as nature poet. Okay, he is categorized under nature poet. One of the well-known nature poet. Then, other than this poem, do you know what are the other poems written by him? No idea. Okay, all right. So let's have a quick look at the images of Robert Frost. Here you can see the portrait of Robert Frost, Robert Lee Frost. This is a portrait of Frost in his youth. And here you can see another portrait that was taken when he was in his 70s. Okay. Let's check out some quick facts about Robert Frost. His full name is Robert Lee Frost. He was born on 26 March 1874 in San Francisco, in California, United States. Nationality, American. He is an American poet, and he was educated from Dartmouth College, Harvard University. And his parents are William Prescott Frost and Isabella Moody. And his wife's name is Eleanor Frost. And you can also see some of the famous poems written by him: Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Mending Wall, Fire and Ice, The Road Not Taken, Nothing Gold Can Stay. So please take down the names or the titles of the poems written by him. I have just mentioned a few here. Of course, if you check, you will get many more. And here you can see, shall I proceed to the next image, next slide? Have you finished writing? Some of the famous poems include Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Mending Wall, Fire and Ice, The Road Not Taken, Nothing Gold Can Stay. So the poem that we are going to discuss is titled as The Road Not Taken. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Here you can see another beautiful black and white picture of Robert Frost celebrating his 78th birthday. And this is a hall in United States named after Robert Frost. Can you see the hall's name? Robert Frost Hall. What is this? This is the farmhouse where Robert Frost spent most of his lifetime. Some of the best loved poems in the English language are associated with the small farm owned by the poet from 1900 to 1911. Here Frost farmed, taught at nearby Pinkerton Academy, and developed the poetic voice, which later won him the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry 4 times and world fame as one of our foremost poets. Just keep this farmhouse in your mind, okay? And here I have another image, that is Frost picture imprinted on the stamp. US stamp having Robert Frost's image on it. And here you can see the tomb of Robert Frost and the engraving lines is the title of one of his poems. I had a lover's quarrel with the world. This is the tomb of Robert Frost. And here you can see the entire family tomb of Robert Frost. Robert Frost, Eleanor Miriam White, then Marjorie Frost Fraser, Carol Frost, Elliot Frost, Eleanor Bettina Frost, Lillian Lebet Frost, all the family members belonging to Robert Frost family, all have been put in the same graveyard or in the same tomb. Okay. So I hope you have made a note about Robert Frost. Now I would like to give you a few more details about Frost that is in connection with the poem. Do you know what is the highlighted fact about the poem, The Road Not Taken? Yes? Do you have any idea? What is the most notable fact about the poem, The Road Not Taken?
The road.
This poem is regarded as the autobiographical poem written by Robert Frost. Please make a note of it. This poem is regarded as the autobiographical poem by Robert Frost. What do you mean by autobiography? Yes?
Writing about
Yeah.
himself.
Online.
Yes, biography means a person writing about another person's life. And auto means self. The word auto means self. So autobiographical means one person is writing about himself. Okay, so this poem is a very relevant poem because it is regarded as the autobiographical poem of Robert Frost. And the poem was published in the year 1912. Make a note of the year. The poem was published in the year 1912. And this poem deals with his own life when he had to take a momentous decision in his life, that is leaving the United States to another country, to settle in another country. Okay, so children, let me ask you, let's have a discussion, a quick discussion. Have you ever made any decisions in your life?
No.
No response. At least open your mouth and tell me yes or no.
No, ma'am.
No, nobody has made decisions yet. So who is the person who is making decisions for you?
Parents.
Parents. Oh, very easy task, right? You have left the duty to your parents. Either your father or your mother will make decisions for you. So what are the kind of decisions that they make for you
How to study.
regarding the studies? Huh? If your mom says, come on, come and sit here and study, you will start studying. If she says, stop studying, you will stop studying. Huh? Is that what you mean, Nandala?
No.
Oh, thank God, at least all of you are smiling. Oh, great. Yeah, tell me.
No,
Huh?
not like that.
Not like this. My question is, in what way does your parents make decisions for you? You said you haven't made any decisions at all.
And our school and all.
Oh, okay. Regarding the school, in which school you have to study, that's a decision made by your parents. Agreed. Then what else?
What kind of food should we eat?
What kind of food you have to eat? So if they say you should not take pizza or burger, you will not eat, right? But if you get a chance to go along with your friends, definitely you would buy the same from the shop. Am I right? So what about that decision? What about that decision? That's a decision made by you, right? Okay, regarding the food, regarding the school, agreed. Come on, children. Please share what is there in your mind. Please do share with me. I'd love to hear that. Then,
Regarding attitude.
regarding attitude. Oh, that's what you're showing, huh? Attitude. Yes. I don't think that any of your parents have instructed you to switch off the video and sit in the class. Or any of your parents have instructed you to not to discuss with the teacher. Huh? Am I right? Then why? Your parents have already made the decision, but you are not doing accordingly. Why is it so? Again, silence. Fandom listeners, are you all here with me?
Yes.
You still remember me about the poem, fandom listeners? Come on, open your mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting my point? Are you able to understand what I'm asking?
Yes. Ma'am.
Why am I not getting any response?
Ma'am, the time to use electronics.
Yes, that's a good point. Time limit for you to use the electronic devices or electronic gadgets. Very good. They have fixed a particular time, maybe half an hour or 1 hour. All right. So I got many points like regarding the food, regarding dressing, regarding the schooling, regarding the use of electronic gadgets. Then what else? What other decisions do they make for you?
Mingling with friends. How,
Yes.
which type of friends we should mingle with.
Yes. Your parents have a special concept regarding the friends that you have to mingle with.
And where and all we are going.
Yes.
Like only some places.
They will not allow you to go or roam about freely. Of course, you have restrictions. Only if they feel that you're safe at some particular point or particular place, they will allow you to go. Okay. All
And
right.
with whom we are going also.
Yes. They are also concerned about with whom you're going. Okay. All right. Is there any difference between the word choices and decision? That's my next question. Tell me.
Yes.
Is there any difference? What do you think, children? Is there any difference between the word choices and decision?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now tell me, what's the difference?
Choices.
I'm writing two words here, choice and the other one is decision. What is the difference? Tell me.
And decision is compulsory, choice is not that compulsory.
Decision is compulsory. At what point of time?
Important time.
Yes, exactly. Decision is important. At some point of time, we have to make a crucial decision in our life. But what about choice? Okay, shall I give you a definition for decision? Shall I give you a definition for decision? Decision can be said to be a conclusion or resolution reached after a consideration. Decision can be defined as a conclusion or a resolution after consideration. After consideration. Okay, after considering something, you have to come to a conclusion, and that is going to be your decision. And what about the choice then? Choice?
We will have options.
Yes, exactly. I think Adigesh gave me the answer. Is that you, Adigesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. You will have options. Okay, choice always have option in it. You can either choose this one or that. For example, if you're going to a restaurant, then you have different choices. So choice is basically an act of choosing between two or more possibilities. An act of choosing between two or more possibilities. an act of choosing between two or more possibilities. On the whole, we may feel that choice and decision, they are the same, but there is a slight difference. Decision is a conclusion or resolution after considering, but on the other hand, for choice, we have options. Okay, we can choose any one from the options given. So this poem is basically about having choices and making a decision. Is that clear? We have many choices in our life, but out of the choices that life gives us, we have to make a decision. And once you come to the point of making a decision, it will have a great impact on your life. Depending upon the decisions that you make in your life, the life is going to the great heights or it comes to a low platform. Okay, so this poem, I'll just make it quick as we are going to wind up. The poem is an autobiographical poem written by Robert Frost, and the theme of the poem is having choices in our life and coming to a decision. Okay, making a perfect decision in one's life from the choices that the life offers. I hope the gist is clear to you. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We also discussed about Robert Frost, and I gave you enough details on him. So in the next class, we will listen to the poem as well as we will go on with line by line explanation. All right. But before you come for the next class, I want you to just go through the poem. Just 1 or 2 readings will do. Okay. Just go through the poem. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. I'll meet you in the next session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.